The Exploring Trees Inside and Out exhibit was one of a number of exhibits that we considered when the Springs Preserve started a new traveling exhibition program.
Because the concept was developed by the National Arbor Day Foundation, it is an impressive collection of information and experiences related to the science and culture of all kinds of trees.
It fit in very, very nicely, both with the mission of the Springs Preserve, the types of exhibits that we're excited to bring to visitors.
It's designed to open the eyes of children to a wide world of trees, but we think it will also inspire parents and grandparents to remember the woods of their childhoods.
This is really geared towards ages grades 4 on down, but parents are invited to explore with them as well. So our audience is local families, and that's who we want to come.
The exhibit engages all the senses along with the curiosity of kids through a series of interactive learning games.
We have kids figure out what are the sounds that they're hearing in the forest they would hear out amongst the trees themselves.
I looked through the things at the microscope and I smelled the different kinds of stuff from a tree, and I build stuff with these blocks. I went to the art one. I drew a tree and some water.
Together, families can even be transformed into the creatures that live in a virtual video forest.
You put on a costume and then you go in front of the blue screen, and you start flying around and playing around, and you also look at this TV, and you can see yourself playing, and you're like an animal instead of a human.
Kids as well as adults, we've got adult costumes as well, put on their favorite costumes and pretend whatever it is they want to do, whether they're flying over the trees or hanging out amongst the trees themselves.
But the highlight for many visitors may be the high-rise replica of an ideal tree that has plenty of room for recreation and education.
There's a tree, a couple stories. Kids can climb up it, in it. There's a hammock where you'll be able to lie on your back and see various scenes from around the country of various tree canopies. So you might be looking up at a willow for a while, and then it'll switch over to a cherry blossom, for example. So some really reflective opportunities, but that's also in a tree house. So that'll be a real fun, exciting place for kids.
And we believe an exhibit like this can begin or continue the process of turning young learners into lifelong discoverers of trees and nature, as well as museums.
We want people in the community to know that the Springs Preserve is the place to go for interactive family experiences of a hands-on scientific nature.